Hello everybody, I'm Victoria Green, and on behalf of the Waccamaw Watershed Academy, welcome to this training video for the Volunteer Water Quality Monitoring Program. This video is about our new field data sheet, so let's get started. These new data sheets look slightly different, so I'll be walking you through each section. The sections are laid out in the order of the preferred sampling flow. It's okay if your team's sampling order is slightly different, as long as you cover all the steps. When filling out our data sheets, it's always important to write legibly with black ink. At the top, we ask that you circle which program you are a part of. Then fill out the site name, date, team name, and start time. Start time is the time you arrived at the site. And finally, record the names of all volunteers present for sampling. The next section is the field calibration check. The team's master calibrator will conduct a calibration check at the site before sampling, or will have conducted the check at their house that morning. The master calibrator will write their name in the checked by spot and the time they conducted the calibration check. They will do at least 3 reps for pH, conductivity, and dissolved oxygen, and may collect a 4th replicate if the drift criteria is not met. The drift criteria always refers to the last 2 replicates. Note, the conductivity standard may be different for your specific sites. If this is your second site, you do not need to conduct an additional field check, but instead refer to the other site. For example, you would write C Bike Bridge. The master calibrator should have checked Y or yes for all boxes. Otherwise, they should contact the VM support team. Next, you'll conduct site observations. This section is very helpful for us troubleshooting and is based on your experience with your sites. Use your best judgment for each of the questions and write N if the date of the last rain is not known. Record any unusual or notable observations here. Look for litter, recent erosion, constructions, or changes since your last sampling. Next, we recommend you do your nutrient test. You will always conduct a pre-sample reading, or zero check, for your strips for both ammonia and nitrite. The pre-sample column should always read 0. If you do not get a 0 value, do not use that strip and contact the VM support team. The nitrate and nitrite nitrogen order matches up to the order that's shown on the pads on the strip. Be careful not to mix the two up. Also note that the nitrate nitrogen pad actually shows the sum of nitrate and nitrite nitrogen. Your sample reading will go in the right column for each nutrient. At the end, if the sum of your nutrients is greater than 1 parts per million, you should contact your VM support team via email following sampling. The next section is where you record the sample collection time and sample type. Typically, you will always collect turbidity and bacteria samples, so you would check both boxes in this section. A quick look over the front page to make sure we got everything before flipping the form over to get to the meter section. On the back of the form, it's helpful to write the site abbreviation in the top right corner. After allowing 5 to 10 minutes for your probes to equilibrate to the sample water, and then collecting a fresh sample, you can then begin recording the meter readings, always starting with dissolved oxygen. Write the meter start time and record your first replicate of % dissolved oxygen in milligrams per liter, and temperature. Record at least 3 replicates. Take additional replicates if the drift criteria for the last 2 readings are not met. Before moving on to the next parameter, answer the drift quality control questions on the right, and verify that your DO values are within the specific percentile ranges for that site. You can find the percentile ranges on the orange table taped to your field bin or in your field clipboard. Then move on to conductivity. Record at least 3 replicates for conductivity, total dissolved solids, or TDS, salinity, and temperature, making sure to mark the correct units for both conductivity and TDS. Answer the drift quality control questions for conductivity and temperature, and verify that your values are within the percentile ranges for that site. Then, record your pH readings, collecting at least 3 replicates, but more if the drift criteria are not met. Answer the QC questions and verify that the pH values are within the percentile ranges. The gray box in this section has the phone numbers of the VM support team if you need help while out in the field. In the final section of the datasheet, you will check the box to verify that all questions were answered yes. If you answered no for any QC question, please explain in the notes box at the bottom of the page and do not check the box. Please do not write on the EQL QA reviewer line. Finally, complete your hard work with your signature and the end time. Congrats, you just finished sampling. After sampling, add your data to the online database as soon as possible so we can do potential illicit discharge reporting. Please keep a backup of the datasheets by taking a picture or scanning a copy before sending all datasheets to us. On behalf of the Waccamaw Watershed Academy and our partners, thank you for your time and commitment to collecting high-caliber water quality data. Thanks!